아침에 눈을 떴을 때 부드러운 미소 네가 있어 깊은 너의 눈 속에 내 모습 보여 난 또 설레 Every day I fall in love 나는 매일 감사해 Every day I fall in love I fall in love 모닝커피 한 잔이면 충분해 좋은 하루 될 것 같은 이 기분 커튼을 닫고 기지개
So what was your favorite part of the museum?
Okay, so when you there's a part in the video that we showed where you walk all the way to the back, and there's like a piece of, apparently it's like a part of the, oh sorry, apparently it's a part of the like the temple is like you took a piece and it shows a portrait of, what's her name, a goddess Durga at killing Maisha, and it's a buffalo like god basically, and he was very cocky basically, and he was like, oh, nobody can kill me, so she was like, no, I'm gonna kill you. And Durga killed Maisha because he was like, nobody can kill me. So she was using all of the little tools that she has from different gods to kill him, to like kind of prove him wrong. And it was like an arrow and then something else in her hand, and then her what do they call it? Her vehicle, which is like, I guess a familiar. It was a lion, and he bit the demon Bishia's bottom, and then that's how they killed him. It was pretty interesting. I don't know, I found it very cool because the way that it was, like, you could see everything that they were talking about in the description, and it's also part of the temple, so I thought that was dope. So what did you enjoy the most from today's trip?
So I noticed that a lot of the statues and a lot of the art was very much India and South Asia adjacent, because the most of what we looked at had to do a lot with Hinduism. A lot of it Indian and a lot of it South Asia. And I think what I liked the most was that there were a ton of statues of Buddha. Very, very many statues of Buddha and a lot of statues of Hindu gods. But when you looked at each of the statue and you looked at how they were made, when they were made, and where they came from, you could notice all these very subtle differences in the structure of the sculptures, in the detail of how they would make the Buddha, what he was wearing, all sorts of things like that. And if you looked at the plaques next to him, you could see, well, this one looks a little bit more Southeast Asian, and you could see it came from Southeast Asia, Malaysia, places like that. And then you could see some, well, this definitely looks much more from India, and you would see Central India on the plaque. So I thought it was so interesting. I thought it was so interesting to see the very subtle differences for the same, you know, like the Buddha or the different gods. They could be the same person essentially, but with all these subtle differences about where they came from. So that was my favorite thing, was to see how they all sort of had this image of the Buddha, or had these images of the gods based on where it was. So what was your favorite part of the museum?
I want to talk about Ganesha, this elephant god. And in India, people show respect to this Ganesha, and I think it's interesting because I don't know, in other Asian countries, the god is always like human shaped instead of like animals, but this India, like this Ganesha, is the head is elephant, so I think it's maybe depend on like culture. And in India, maybe elephant is very sacred animal, and I think it's interesting because yeah, the depending on the culture, the god is like looks different.
Right.
Yeah.
So, what was your favorite part of the museum?
What I really liked about the museum is that on the section with the Southeast Asia, I thought it was really unique because of the way how like it was very focused on Buddhism with all of the different Buddhist statues and everything. Like I thought that was very interesting, and how pretty much all of the like Buddhist statues are very like pretty much all of them were like gold, which I thought was very interesting. Like had a gold color or gold tint, I would say. And also like I also thought it was interesting that each one of the statues like they're not just like Asian, they're from different places, which I thought is very interesting as well. So like they could be Asian, but one could be from India, one could be from Southeast Asia, one could be from like I mean, you know, like somewhere else. So I thought that was like really cool and unique, and just like on the different plaques, like they each had like interesting stories. And then there was this one interesting little statue that I saw with like two statues together in the museum that we probably have a picture of that you'll probably see in our video, that I thought was very unique looking, and it was just pretty unique and really cool. So